game on game 1 on Fracture. Not entirely sure who's on defenders first. Oh, wow. This is... Whoa! Whoa! This is cool. So it looks like... I don't have a ton of experience with this game, but I know that we are on defense. They locked in their... not locked in, but they hovered their comp very, very quickly. They picked... Oh, we're locked in already. So I'm just going to start with our team. We have Chamber, who is... I think that triangle means they're a sentinel, which means they excel at sitting in a position and locking down an area. The second person on the defenders team, or UMT, is Viper. They are good at controlling areas and making space. Then we have, I don't know what her name is, but she's got cool blue hair. Neon, and she's good at taking fights. Then we have Sky, who's good at starting fights. And we have Fade. Sorry, Fade is the 5th one on defenders, and they are I have no clue what they are, to be honest. Then they have Sova, who's good at scouting out areas, clearing areas for your team to walk in. Sage, who is a healer champion and good for blocking spaces off. Reyna, who's good for fighting, and Brimstone, who is good for like controlling stuff off, similar to Viper. And I'm struggling here. Killjoy, and they are another controller person that locks down an area, makes it hard to go in. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, so we have, I think, on top of the 3-minute delay on stream, there's another 3-minute delay before we're allowed to spectate the game. So that should be a 6-minute delay. Hopefully that doesn't even... We're all about competitive integrity here at the University of Montana. So being fair and square and not watching other people's streams to gain a competitive advantage is always a good start. We got I think it's probably 3 minutes, just like the stream delay. Got 3 minutes to burn before we get into game. On Fracture, this is not entirely sure. I have not played this map before. I've only played a limited amount of this game, and not super sure how this one's gonna play out. I don't know if it is defender or attacker sided, but I think within a few rounds we should be able to figure it out together. But we are in the game. Let me see. So very interesting start. Let's see if that's next person, trying to figure this out. Is there an auto cam?
I'm out of here.
Oh, she is out of there. We're gonna, interesting. So they can attack from 2 directions. That's so they have a big zip line across the map. And the attackers can kind of pinch a site right off the bat. That's a very interesting concept from Valorant here. So here we go. We got Spooky here, about to be peeked by a whole lot of NMT. Right above, turns their back at the worst possible time, about to get shot in the back. Traded for NMT, first pick. Pulls their, no! Everything's going wrong for Montana right off the bat. Pulls their knife out just the wrong moment. Montana looking to get into B.
Last player standing.
1v5 for Quicksand here. Does not get one. Unfortunate timing. There's a couple duels that were really, really unlucky for Montana that went right to NMT's way right at the beginning of the round, and that kind of sealed the deal for sealed the deal for NMT. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out some controls. Is there an auto observer in Valorant? Let me Google this real quick.
Fully smoked.
Okay, so there's no like auto AI observer. Duel here. Dragon Mounts gets the first pick for NMT eSports. Looks like they're gonna try and hit the A site. 3 here. Gets 1. Hides in the smoke. They don't know he's there.
Coming through.
Unfortunately, dead. It's not really Montana's job to win this. They every round you get
Last player standing.
money based on kills or how many rounds in a row you've lost. Good pick for Montana, making it expensive. 1v2 for Gigaberry. Bomb down, so maybe a little bit trickier. Looking, clearing left, clearing right. Maybe just trying to go for a couple exit kills, stop them from saving any of the weapons. Gonna get peeked here in a second, but makes it out in time just before they peek him. He gets 2 kills and picks up a weapon, so he's gonna walk out and just carry that into the next round for Montana. Maybe drop that over or use it for himself. So for those of you who don't know how Valorant works, you get money to buy weapons, and then weapons and like abilities, and then you use your weapons and abilities to try and go take over the game and plant the bomb, plant the spike at the bomb site. We're gonna go to number 6 here because they look to be pushing early into this round. They're lurking. Oh, 8 is they use their ability. They're running right in, looking to play aggressive off the Reyna ult. I'm using so many words that probably mean absolutely nothing. Good trade for Montana. Gets 1. 4v3 for Montana on the first buy round of the game. We're looking for... Sova's going to plant the spike behind the behind the wall on the left. Gets 1. Killed while reloading. And Montana will claim the first buy round of the game.
Team Ace.
Team Ace. I think that means each person on the team got 1 kill. I'm not entirely sure what the terminology means here. But yeah, Montana with first buy round of the game. I think NMT are going to counter buy here. They're going to, if I can press tab. Yeah, see they have they're forcing. They're not forcing, I guess. They're just kind of saving. They're doing a very mixed strategy. Some people have guns, some people don't. Very interesting tactic from them. We're gonna go look at number 8 over here, the Reyna. Looking for an early pick onto No Sage. Nog Sage? Sorry. Very quiet, cagey start to this one, but it looks like they're gonna start creeping in towards A. Nightfall falls through the wall, gets shot.
For you. Take this.
This is a little bit. Oh, what a shot! Absolutely
You will not
destroyed.
kill my allies.
And then Sage ult is an ability that allows one of the teammates to come back to life for the duration of the round after they've already died. So it's now a 5-on-4. Make that a 5-on-3 as Reyna gets yet another pick with the Sheriff. They seem to be doing all sorts of bits.
One enemy
Oh my
remaining.
goodness, what the heck? A
Spike down
triple
A.
spray down.
Last player standing.
But unfortunately, Montana not able to capitalize on that. Unlucky to get to lose that round with what many would deem a superior buy to NMT eSports. So it looks like they're grouped up to go B, which could be a very good read, as doesn't seem like there's as many at B as there are at A.
Scanning ahead.
There.
Reyna running in.
There.
Oh, with a very fancy knife.
There.
Pinging stuff out. But it looks like Montana has rotated back over. But they've used the killjoy. I'm pretty sure that means anyone caught in the... If you look on the upper left, there's a huge circle inside the... And inside the big circle, there's a smaller circle. And if you stand in that circle, you get forced to not move. And not be able to do anything, which I think is a good advantage.
You disappoint me.
This Reyna absolutely lighting up the server.
One enemy remaining.
Headshot after headshot. And a flawless round for NMT. Looking rough for Montana here, but never say never. Unfortunately, I think Montana has claimed one gun round, but losing the round right after is very harsh, as you're usually not able to afford weapons if you lose the round after you just bought weapons. So it's very unlucky from Montana.
They will cower.
This Reyna pops ult. There's a dog somehow. Dog gets shot. She's running in, clearing a site, flashes through the wall, finds a site completely open, and they're able to take it with little opposition from Montana. They're going to have a very tough time trying to get back to the spike and defusing it. That's the fatal, I think. I think it reveals where everyone is that gets hit by it. But looks like Montana's making this competitive. 4-on-3 retake. Reyna down. But we have a flank here from Sova. This could be very, very dangerous for
Last
Montana.
player standing.
I am the hunter.
They have a lineup for the spike. Oh, but I don't think they can do it in time. I think the bomb's gonna go down.
One enemy remaining.
And Montana will win the round. Very, very good retake of the site by Montana, making me eat my words about saying that they were going to have a difficult time retaking that site. So Montana back in the swing of things again. Looks like they're going to have another bye. Or no, they're unfortunately, even though they won that last round, it looks like they aren't going to have a very good buy. It looks like they're going to opt to save their money for next round, even, which is a tough pill to swallow given that they won the last round.
I'll find you.
We got Reyna here, sneaking in around the side. Gonna get taken down, absolutely rocked. Even the person in the chat, oh, you can't see it. It's behind the little bear, but they said it was a nice shot. The Viper using the ult on B site, basically denying them from going to B, so it kind of forces them to go over to the A site, which has the chamber on it. He's gonna have a tough task out for him. Gets one. Does not get the second, unfortunately. Spike will go down. Oh, he cancels it on accident. Slight miscalculation. But he will get it down eventually. We have Neon coming in. Gonna be gets one. About to go to the door.
Last player standing.
But gets headshot anyway. 1v3 here for Spooky on the Reyna. Gonna be a tough ask, but C's won. But unfortunately, I think they're just gonna cut their losses and run away. They still have their armor and a weapon, so they're gonna save that into next round. Maybe even pick up a weapon here. Good for them. Uh-oh. But runs right through the door and gets jump scared. Unfortunate for them not to save that. Yeah, so we're into round 8 on the game. Montana not doing so hot, but never say never. I think this may be one of the maps. I mentioned earlier that some maps are defender or attacker sided, and I think this is maybe a more attacker favored map. So hopefully Montana's doing a good job getting 2 rounds already out of the on this half. So in this game there are the first person to 13 wins. There are 12 rounds on each half, and after 12 rounds you swap sides. Nog Sage going to get a pick, but I don't know if they know that this person is close. They get a glimpse of them as they fall, so they will be able to call that out to their teammates and let them know that it probably is going to be A where they're all gathered up. But it looks like NMT is about to retreat and try and go hit the B bomb site. Nita here will be the first point of contact. They do let one by, and they've been spotted now. So they do know that they're there. Going to be a tough ask to win that fight, but they see one get past, peeked again, but they still get shot out. But quicksand there with the trade. We're going to go to number 9 here. I like this fight. Gets the win on that duel. And then they're gonna plant the bomb, but 1v2 here for the Sage.
1 enemy remaining.
Has to plant the spike here. If they run out of time, if the timer on the top goes to 0, they lose the round. So they were forced to plant the spike there. Completely missing, but Montana's gonna count themselves lucky. We're gonna go watch this from Montana's perspective because we're Montana fans. Fakes the defuse. Gonna wait for them to peek, but they're not actually going to peek. But they win the duel anyway, and that's gonna be a 3rd round for Montana. And second and 3 rounds. They've been heating up after the cold start from earlier on in the match. And they're for sure going to have a full buy here. Or not. I don't think they'll be able to have another full buy because only one person survived. So they're going to have to buy a whole new set of weapons while... because if you look at the match history, you can... And on the scoreboard in the middle between the two teams, you can see who's won which rounds. And because... NMT has been winning a few rounds in a row, they're going to be able to buy again, which is very unfortunate for Montana.
There.
Benamaro spots out quicksand, keeps pushing. Nita not hitting the same shot again that they did last time, but gonna count themselves a little bit unfortunate not to. Looks like NMT is going to fall away from B and look to group up back towards the A site. Looks like this chamber here is about to get... Gigaberry is about to be the first point of contact. Unfortunate not to mix one. Not to hit one, but... he's completely locked down. Holy cow. Not there to win the fight, but Montana coming back into it. I really wish I knew what I was looking at, so I could know which person to spectate. That door closes. We're gonna go to 1 here. Looks like they're about to peek out and see someone. No, they're behind a box. I don't know what's going on. Quicksand gonna kill 1. Looks to be... Does he see the one behind the wall? Maybe he did, but unfortunate not to win. That gets tapped out. Ball goes away and immediately shut down by NMT. Yeah. So that'll be 3-6 in NMT's favor. But depending on how attacker-sided this is, that could be a very respectable score from the Grizzlies. Yeah. I'm just gonna try and figure out. Looks like they're going around, going under.
Keep it cool.
Flying to the other side of the map. It looks like it's gonna be a hit on A here. This Reyna is... This Benamaro Reyna has been running in and taking names this entire map. They're the first one in and they've been playing very well. Gonna be tricky for Montana to shut them down. Gigaberry up here on top. Maybe they don't know he's here yet. Oh, he teleported out, I think? I think he has a teleport ability.
Careful there.
Spike planted.
Hopefully, Montana. It's a 4-on-5 retake. Make that a 4-on-4. Make that a 4-on-3. The Reyna is ulted, I think. So, I think it's going to be a tough act for Montana here. Gets 1. Goes invisible, I think. Gets another. 4 on the round. Can they get the 5th? And that's going to be an ace for NMT eSports. Benamaro absolutely running rampant in that round. But I know the Grizzlies are, what's the word I think? Stalwart, mentally stalwart team. And they'll be able to bounce back from that, no questions asked. Again, just the story of this entire half from Montana. Absolute woes on the money front. They have not been able to put together a full buy this entire half, I think, other than the third round of the half. We're just gonna keep looking at this person, because they seem to be doing a lot of things, so I'm just trying my best to, looks like they're about to have a fight here. Looks away at the wrong moment, and they're gonna die now. Traded quickly back by NMT, but always good to shut down the person who got an ace in the last round.
You will not kill my allies!
Oh, they resurrected that Reyna, the Benamaro person, so unfortunately, not quite out of the round yet. Looks like there's a fight going on here. Gets 1! But immediately shut down again. But turns on 1. They do know where he is, so it's gonna be a tough ask, but gives a good account of themselves on to almost get a third in the round.
Last round before the switch.
This is going to be for sure a very large buy. Oh, and a tactical timeout called for Montana. They definitely have a buy this round, so I think their whole goal is to think this one out and make sure they can make the most of the last round where they have a full buy. Taking a look at the scoreboard, and just as I've been saying, the Benamaro person has been running absolutely rampant in this game. 19 kills, 19 deaths, and 4 assists, which is just a staggering scoreline. But Montana not looking too shabby, all together around the same score, so they're making it very much a team effort in this game. As this timeout comes to a close, I am very interested to see what the game plan here is for Montana. What kind of tricks they can pull out of their hat to try and make this a 4-8 half in favor of them. Yeah, we're gonna. Looks like NMT is grouping up to go A here, I think. Not entirely sure. Oh, no, it looks like it's gonna be B. Gets immediately picked from Gigaberry, run and teleports back out. So that's a 4-on-5 situation for the Grizzlies, and they also the person can't get revived this time, so I think they're gonna be pretty happy with that. But it does look like they're grouping up to go back over to A, so Montana using the Viper, which is basically a big fart cloud that you walk in and it stinks and you die. Takes you to 1 HP. Venomaro going to get 1, but immediately traded.
Spike planted.
Nog Sage just spamming in here, trying to find people. Does get shot in the back, unfortunately. Dragon Mouse gets 1. Excellent reaction. Sees Nita there on the side. The Fade ult going to hit them. Be revealed. They're blind. I don't know what's happening.
One
Nita,
enemy remaining.
Unfortunately, not able to get the kill. 1-on-1, 1-on-2 for Spooky, but I think they're just going to run out of time, and it is going to be a 3-9 half in favor of NMT. Just unable to capitalize on the initial pick there from Gigaberry. Make it a 4v5. But I think someone said, yes, the big underscore BO333 did in fact say that this is an attacker heavy map, so we could see a monumental shift in tides coming into the second half for Montana. Looks like they're grouping up all as 5 to go for an A rush here. They're just gonna go as fast as they can onto the A site and hope they can surprise NMT, which is not a bad shout at this stage in the game. Not gonna go super fast there, but they all 5 do get spotted. They are getting flanked. As you can see, the number 6 person on the map is coming behind them, so they are on a clock. They have to go quickly, otherwise they're going to get shot from behind. They are, unfortunately for Montana, that them all being seen right at the beginning of the round allows them to push out, and but they are watching behind, so hopefully they can kill 1 or 2. Yeah, just a very unfortunate thing to get all spotted out by the... There was like a little Sova dart thing that he can shoot, and it shows, if you get hit by it, it shows where you are on the map. And it hit all 5 people, so they knew all 5 people were there, so they could push the entire rest of the map, which is very unfortunate. I don't think that would happen particularly often going forward in this game, but it's rather brutal at this point in time.
Placing swarm grenade.
Just looks like they're gonna try it again, but they don't fall for the same trick this time. They don't get hit by the like the little Sova radar thing. So should be good for them. They are going to run out onto the site here, and they are going to get the spike down, so it's going to be, and they get a pick, so it's going to be on NMT to be able to do anything to get this bomb defused. They are all trapped under here, but it doesn't matter as they keep getting kills from underneath here. looking at here? We're gonna look at number 1. I like number 1. That's a good number, so I'm gonna watch that. Well, it seems like I'm watching the wrong number, but number 1's gonna get a fight here. Looks away. Spooky. Can't get one. 2v1 here for Montana. And I think Montana's gonna secure the round. No time left to defuse the spike.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
A very good effort from Montana to win the round after the pistol without spending too much money. So that's going to be very, very favorable. Very, very favorable to the Grizzlies. So 4-10 now. Here on Fracture, I think it is. Fracture. I don't know how I can see that, but nope. But seems like Montana has maybe got their feet under them. They've had one good tactic. So I think they're going to mind game them instead of going to A this time. They're just going to run to B.
Revealing area.
So hopefully that should... Benamaro gets 2 in the round.
Spike down B.
3 in the round. They are...
One enemy remaining.
Good grief. Gigaberry here in a 1-on-4. Let's go to his point of view and see what damage he can do to them. Denies the ace. No ace. Gets 1, 2. Unfortunately not able to get that 3rd kill in the round. I spoke too soon. That's 3 in the round for Gigaberry. Definitely winnable. I've seen crazier things. Unfortunately, NMT eSports does have the spike, and he does have to go get that in order to win the round. And on 31 HP, that's going to be a tall ask. He puts down his teleporty thing, so maybe he can get one and teleport out and do some damage that way. As the very nice lady said, there is 30 seconds left, so on a bit of a time crunch here. Pre-fires, one knows he's there, and unfortunately checks the wrong angle and going to get shot in the side of the head. Benamaro unfortunately completely shutting down the round after the win for Montana. Seems like every time they seem to get their feet under him, he's there to shut them down, which is very, very unfortunate that they haven't been able to build any momentum whatsoever. Yeah. Looks like, once again, they're going to go over to A here. But then again, they are very good, and they haven't gotten cut out twice by the same thing from the first round, so they are learning, which is all you can really ask for. Looks like Lonk here is gonna peek out, keep pushing. Maybe on the flank here. It seems like they know Montana's all kind of grouped up here, so they're just gonna pincer them in and force them not to go anywhere, which is very unfortunate. There's gonna be a wall to come out, and I think they're about to go on site. Nog Sage running into the site, putting up a laser wall, I guess, for lack of a better term.
A.
Unfortunate not to get one from that position, as Dragon Mounts
30
seems
seconds
to be
left.
running rampant.
Last player standing. A.
It's been good outing from Montana. They've gave it their best shot, and unfortunately they've come up a little bit outmatched, but there's no shame in that as long as they keep trying. And I know these are almost relentlessly positive, not almost, they are a relentlessly positive group of individuals, so this should not affect them at all going into our second game here, which I believe should be on
Placing swarm grenade.
I believe it should be on. Very good entries from Montana. Gonna get the spike down. 5v3 for here from Montana, so looking to prolong this game a bit longer, maybe make a bit of a comeback. Show them that they are no pushovers themselves. Gonna get one, 2v3 for Montana, 2v2.
Last player standing.
1v2 to deny the game. Bomb is ticking, so time gets one. Maybe enough time that they can't defuse the bomb. And I think it is going to be. I think that's going to be round number 5 for the Grizzlies. Very, very nice. Showing them that they won't sit down and take no for an answer. They're going to keep their hopes alive in this game 1 of a 3-game series. Or a best of 3 series, rather. It's not a 3-game series necessarily.
Placing swarm grenade. Alarm bot out. Placing swarm grenade.
Looking to see Montana grouping up over towards. I'm not entirely sure which side of the map. Looks like they're gonna head over to A now. We're gonna go for a fun ride on the zip line here. Gonna try to maybe come in behind. Gets around the corner before.
Hi! I'm pissed!
Does he hear him behind him? Oh, makes it into the smoke. He does hear him. Gets the free kill. Puts the spike down. Tough spot for NMT here. Very good spot for the Grizzlies. Who has... There's someone with an op. We're gonna go... Oh, it's not one of our people. Never mind. We're gonna watch them. Stuck in the back of the site here. Puts up the wall again. Gets one. Quicksand. Gets a second. And this is gonna be a very clean round for Montana. They're definitely showing, as I've stated multiple times over and over again, that Montana is no pushovers. I think should Montana have started on the... Always starting on the side that's favored is always always a boon, so Montana can maybe count themselves unlucky not to start on that side. Looks like another tactic again for Montana. They're gonna try and hit B this time. First contact here is gonna be with the Reyna, and they get them immediately. Down they go. It's gonna be a quick run into the B site for Montana. There is a, whoever that person is, a number 6, which is a long 52 on the side, but looks like Montana's going to make it into the site and get the spike down immediately. And they're going to get another pick. 3v5 post-plant situation for Montana. That's 3 in the round for Gigaberry. We're just going to go to his perspective. He's absolutely feasting, showing them that we can get multi-kill rounds too. 4, is it going to be the ace for Gigaberry in game 1? But it looks like not. It seems the Sova is a little bit chicken and they're running away because they don't want to give the ace. Montana is building some massive momentum in this. That's going to be 3 in a row for the Grizzlies, bringing it to 7 and 12 on the match. Their backs are up against the wall. If they lose a single round, they will lose the map, but they seem to be absolutely hitting every single kind of shots. And you know the Sova's scared because he didn't want to give the ace to give Montana momentum. So that's a promising sign that maybe NMT is quaking their boots a little bit.
That works.
Looks like NMT is going to stack B again, which seems to be a good read, given that Montana is all kind of grouped up here in this B alleyway into B. But with the lack of action over at the B site, it seems like NMT is hedging their bets and stacking over towards A, leaving B almost completely unguarded. One is...
Here.
Oh, here. I agree. Here. Here is where the action is about to be. Looks like Montana's going in. We got Nog Sage running into the site.
Mark one.
But unfortunately gonna get the site denied. They're all gonna rotate back. Looks like Montana's running to A as fast as they can. Hopefully they can get the bomb down there, because there is absolutely no one there. It is open season for Montana, should they be able to get there before NMT.
Welcome to my world.
And then there's the fart cloud again.
30 seconds left.
NMT uses their revive to make it a 5-on-4, but the Viper goes down, making it a...
Where takes them?
Mark 2.
Montana cleaning up though. 3-on-3 for Montana. Spooky trapped here in the back of sight. We're gonna go
Last player standing.
1v3 for Nita here to save the game. Sees one, but unfortunately pre-fired, and that is going to be the end of map 1. NMT will take it 13-7. So that should be, we're going to go, wait, what? What? Okay, I don't know what's happening. That should have been the end of the map. Oh, they all seem to be disconnected. Ah! Oh! They all seem to be disconnecting, so I'm just gonna, I don't know. Oops. They're all, yeah, just disconnecting. I think I'm going to disconnect as well. I'm going to leave the match. And we're gonna go to between games. We're gonna wait. Oh, there we go. We're gonna increment 1. I think. Oh no, wrong one. Trying to press the button here to make it 1-0 to NMT, and there we go. It is 1-0 to NMT. We're just chilling in the lobby here, waiting on them to set up map 2. I think map 2 is going to be Breeze, I believe. Let's look. No, it's going to be... Huh? I'm confused. They're going to take a 5-minute break, so I will go grab a drink of water as I've been speaking this whole time, and I think my voice needs a bit of rest. I will be right back.
A gift. Bonjour. 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 Rotating. No. Here. Here. Perfect.
We found one.
Spike down A. Last
Spike is
player
down.
standing.
I have
One
the
enemy
spike.
remaining.
I should probably place some stars in the astral plane. Oh. I should. Oh. Right there.
Spike down A. Last player standing. Flawless.
I'm gunning for chamber. Riftwalk is dead. That's 3.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my goodness, I've been muted this whole time. I am so sorry. I've been talking to myself. I've been talking to myself like an actual madman. But I was just praising Nita for absolutely single-handedly winning that round for Montana. They completely demolished NMT and very, very tidy work. Oh no! Nightfall gonna get 2 at the end of the round. That's gonna put a huge dent in Montana's ability to build up an economy. Oh, and I'm on the wrong. I am just a shambles. Goodness gracious me. There you go. That should be a lot better. I am so sorry. Looks like Montana's gonna head over to A. I was giving a very detailed explanation of how like the economy works. I was hitting my absolute peak as a caster, and it was all for naught as my inability to press one button to allow me to speak completely trounced any bit of education I may have been given out. But Montana looks to be pushing into the completely open C site. What a
Here.
I'm a positive caster, okay? It was not a terrible call from NMT. It was a genius call from Montana to read that this site would be completely open for them. It's a 5-on-5 retake situation. Very unique situation here. Gonna get 1-for-1 immediately. So a 4-on-4. 4-on-3 in Montana's favor. Gonna be soon a 3-on-3. Gigaberry knows there's one behind the smoke.
Last player standing.
Absolutely. What the heck was that shot from that guy? Very unfortunate for Montana. They hit some absolutely crazy shots on absolutely crazy shots to win that retake. Genius call by Montana to go C when there was no one there, but unlucky not to close the round out. Montana looking to play this one maybe a little slower. They're deciding whether or not to buy, and it looks like they're going to half buy. They're gonna save some money. They have about 2,000 on each person.
I got you, okay?
Maybe even saving enough for an op for later. Oh, what was that? That sounded crazy. I have no clue what's going on
Healing
here.
over here.
Oh, she's healing someone? Quicksand got healed, I think. Rampage in a very dangerous situation here for Montana.
Fake teleport.
Fake teleport. Good for him. Does seem to maybe be about to... Oh, but he kills something. I don't know. I'm trying. Looks like Montana's about to run into a stack. 3 players on the C site. But... Gonna be a quick trade.
One enemy remaining. Spike down, C.
Gonna be a 1-on-5 here for Gigaberry. Denies the ace to Benamaru. And just gets absolutely obliterated by a bunch of utility. Yeah. So I don't know what happened, but that really cool loud wow sound seemed to absolutely rock Montana that round. Not entirely sure what happened. Sorry to the folks at home, but I'll try to learn for next week. Montana looking to head A again. Nita gonna be the first one in. Running into the short position. Dragon mounts, putting up a wall. Oh, gonna dink Nita in the head. Nightfall gonna get 2. And then gonna fall back onto A site. Montana maybe push. Dude, I don't know these noises. He's like.
Healing over here.
There's some wacky noises that I have no clue what is going on, but it seems important. This number 2 here, who's number 2? Nightfall here, very close to Montana, but Montana going to elect to fall back, and Nightfall not going. Oh, maybe I spoke to him. He's gonna peek.
Spike down A.
Oh, the bomb died? I don't know what happened. Oh. Nightfall missing a shot on Gigaberry. Let's see if they can capitalize off that. Gonna get one. Absolutely capitalizing off that failed shot from
Player
them.
standing.
But
Spike down,
unfortunately,
attacker spawn.
gonna drop the spike. He needs that in order to win the round. Unless he kills every single other person, so they're gonna try and swarm on it. Gigaberry gonna peek out, get one. Unfortunately, not able to convert the second. And I think he's just going to run
10
away to
seconds
save
left.
his weapon this round. If my hunch is right, I think this operator, with their ultimate ability, is the cool thing that was making the BWOW sound. So maybe we'll see Gigaberry throw out some sonic blast sounding things. But Montana been shut out other than that one round early on. But don't count them out. You saw them have almost have a very nice comeback in game one. So Montana may be looking to repeat it, but repeat it and go further in this game too. It's a very sad cat giving a thumbs up. I'm very sorry about that cat. They make me feel very sad. Nightfall gonna kill Nog Sage. And Montana electing to fall back here. Looks like, oh no, that's like, why, okay. If you look on the map, there's two people with the picture number 1. So I'm not, oh, and one of them disappeared. So I'm guessing it was like a copy? I'm not, I have no clue. Oh, I like that cat. The very sad thumbs up cat. Gigaberry maybe gonna try and go sneaky beaky like around to C. I think NMT can hear this.
Trap destroyed.
30 seconds left.
Gonna have to check left. There is
Face
one.
your fear!
What is going on? Gonna get the guy on the left. 4 on 4.
Last player standing.
1 on 5 for Montana.
Spike down, C.
And unfortunately not able to convert the 1 on 4 there. I misspoke. And Vendor Cascas here in the chat confirming for me that crazy BWOW sound was in fact what I thought it was. So I actually know everything about this game, I'd like to say. My knowledge is unmatched and unparalleled. Looks like Montana are about to go A again. Nightfall going to throw the same knife.
They're suppressed. Grenade.
I don't know what suppressed means, but he suppressed 5 people.
Flash.
Flash! He's a very friendly sounding robot. Especially for someone who shoots guns at people. Very interesting. Looks like Montana electing to fall back here. And just gonna try and run back over to C or B or something to that manner. And it looks like NMT electing to push A to maybe come into the Montana territory. They're gonna pay the price for it. 2 kills for the price of 1 for Montana, which is not very, but it is favorable to Montana in this situation. Very clever teleport from Montana onto the C site. They're all going to run there as quickly as they can, and the spike's going to go down. In a very, very good spot for Montana. They can just sit back here on this long area and watch for anyone to try and defuse it.
1 enemy
Quicksand
remaining.
going to go down, but immediately traded by Gigaberry. Rampage here, 1v3. Going to get spotted out, and probably just going to run away, honestly. Because he knows there's no way he can win this against the mighty Montana. Spooky here is going to catch Rampage as soon as he comes around this corner. And boom. Oh. A little bit of a missed shot. 1v1 now for
Time to jump.
NMT, but it's going to be too late at this point. Montana taking the round anyway, despite Rampage late double kill. bit of an aside here, but this solo casting thing, not to big myself up, but it's a little bit difficult. I've just been rambling out here about absolute nonsense for the past, what is it, 8 o'clock? Almost past hour and 15 minutes. Not to big myself up or anything, but just not my been a learning experience for me. Montana gonna get 2 early kills into this round. B wide open and A with only 1 person on it, pushed back very far. Looks like they're about to push in and get the spike down. That's a very angry looking face floating there.
Placing swarm grenade. Placing swarm grenade.
No Nog Sage placing 2 swarm grenades. Thank you, voice line, for telling me that those are called swarm grenades. Gigaberry gonna take 1 out.
Turn down.
Durgan Mount's trying to run in. Rampage gonna go down. Oh no.
Last player
Yeah, Rampage
standing.
gonna go down. Dragon Mounts goes down, and that's gonna be a 4 people left alive for Montana in this round. 6-3, a very, very, very healthy, very healthy, competitive game here. Montana stringing 2 in a row, and if they make it a 3rd here, I'd say, NMT might not have the credits to buy next round, which could be even better. I think a 3rd round here for Montana means they bring it to 6-5, which is very, very close. 7th wildfire. Yoru, I'm guessing that's this guy. I think that's this guy. I think this guy is Yoru. You can throw out a duplicate of himself that flashes people if you shoot it. That seems like a very devious, devilish, trickster type thing. He's gonna run through the smoke here, see a turret, shoot it, and no sage, Nog Sage is gonna fall, running through a smoke to Benamaru. Oh, I think that's the clone right there that just ran out there.
1 enemy remaining. Spike down.
Spooky in a 1v4 situation, and unfortunately gonna fall to Nightfall. Gonna be honest here, I'm running out of things to say. It's been fun watching, but my mind, I mean, obviously my mind is gigantic and I'm the most intelligent person ever, but my mind is running out of things to say a little bit. Especially about a game that I'm not particularly familiar with. But I'll try and do my best for you folks at home, because I know you are all glued to your monitors right now. Is Montana gonna head A here, looks like. They're gonna get hit by the KO knife that he throws, the wacky doodle knife again. Benamaru gonna pick off Nog Sage. I keep thinking it's No Sage, but that sneaky little G there keeps throwing me off. What are we looking at here? Quicksand. There's gonna be a smoke in this window here. Maybe you can see one. Does get Rampage. The Yoru going down to make it a 4-on-4 for Montana. Oh, I punched the microphone. I'm so sorry. Benamaru sneakily pushing around here. Oh, and Rampage gonna get revived. Benamaru spotted out by Quicksand, but unfortunately not quick enough to land a shot, and Spooky will get killed. Gigaberry going crazy here. Gonna get another entry.
C. Last player standing.
Wow. Need a going sicko mode here. 1v3 situation, but unfortunately I don't think they have time to get the spike to a site, so all they can really hope to do is get this kill here, but unfortunately they will not be able to convert.
Last round in the
8-3
half.
here on the half. Like, that lady took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say it was the last round of the half, so looks like it's going to be a bye here from both teams. NMT's maybe a little bit better of a buy, but never count Montana out. They've won some absolutely unbelievable rounds here. They've made some crazy reads, and they're playing their hearts out.
I'll handle this.
Unfortunately,
Spike
two gonna
down
fall
A.
almost immediately for Montana, but maybe they can get one back here, but unfortunately they get two, not just one. Good on Montana. They're going a little bit crazy here. Gigaberry sees one on the right side. Gonna get a third. Montana making this competitive here. And the A site wide open for business. But unfortunately, Lonk 52 is gonna show up here. Maybe a little bit scared
They
to
found my
peek.
trap.
Gonna throw out some spooky looking ghost thing. Unfortunately, Gigaberry's gonna
Spike
fall with the
down
spike.
A.
You should run.
Killjoy going to use their ability on the site. I think. Wait. Spooky gonna grab the spike and try to make their way over to a different site. They're booking it. I think they're gonna beat NMT over to C. I'm not entirely
30
sure. I
seconds
think
left.
it'll be close. But they are zooming as fast as they can to try and get the spike down. They are in fact going to beat NMT. And the spike is down for Montana. Sees Nightfall on the left there. Potentially tricky situation here.
Bring them down.
One enemy
Gonna get
remaining.
one. 1v2 for Montana now. And Nog Sage in a very powerful position.
Last player standing.
Lonk 52 gonna hit a crazy wall bang. Gonna be forced to stick the defuse here. And they're around the corner, but the grenade is gonna force them off of it. Very low, and Montana's gonna win it to make it 8-4 on the half. Absolutely outstanding read from Montana to leave A and go over to C to get the bomb down. Very, very well played, and it's gonna be only a 4-round deficit at halftime for
Switching
Montana.
sides.
Montana on defense now. I think on defense, this person, this Killjoy person, becomes very good because they have a little turret that gets very angry and shoots people if you don't deal with it. They're gonna build it. They have a cool wristwatch, I guess. I want a wristwatch like that lets me build things immediately. Does look like NMT is about to head over to A, so I'm gonna watch this Gigaberry masterclass that's about to happen. I fully believe in him to absolutely blast some heads. Sees one, sees three, gonna fall all the way back to site. What a crazy grenade!
use
Holy
that. Trap
cow!
destroyed.
I don't know how that works. But Montana gonna come back to A. They know it's here. 3v3 for Montana.
Spike down A.
Spike down on site, giving Montana some time to regroup and reorganize against this
Spike
NMT
planted.
offense. Gigaberry gonna see one. They have info on one. Waiting on No Sage gonna get another. So it's 2-on-3 now.
One enemy
Gigaberry gonna
remaining.
trade.
Last
1-on-1
player
now.
standing.
Quicksand, can he kill Benamar, who's been ravaging Montana? Put him in his place. Put him in the dirt. Show Montana. Show them how Montana rolls. Unfortunately, not able to connect those shots, but
What's another death?
and Benamar, unfortunately,
Teleport's ready.
going to win that round for NMT eSports. Very, very close for Montana, though. Can't count them for anything they did in that round. Who is Rampage? Looks like they're being maybe a slight bit toxic in the in-game chat. Not a big fan of that. But just because you're up doesn't mean you have to type mean words to the other team, especially in a friendly competitive. This is a competitive environment, but it is not any kind of crazy competitive environment. It's just collegiate esports. No reason to get a little bit of an ego and make the person who whiffed a few shots feel bad. Not very cool from NMT. Ben and Morrow here gonna walk on the site. Oh, but we'll get spotted by the little turret. Went pew pew pew. No, Snog Sage gonna take advantage and take Ben and Morrow out of the game. That's what he gets for being a little toxic in the game. He's gonna get absolutely rolled. 110% deserved. Nyla gonna fall on B, and it looks like NMT is gonna try and make their way into this B site. Dragon Mount's just waiting for someone to walk through this door, and unfortunately I think Quicksand's gonna fall right into the trap. They will fall, unfortunately. Spooky and Gigaberry here with a little bit of a group together thing. They're gonna just hope someone peeks them, and if anyone peeks them, they'll get absolutely blasted. Hopefully don't walk into this
Bring them down.
Dragon Mouth person again.
Here.
They know that, yeah, they know they're there. They're just looking at him. Is he gonna peek him? Oh, unfortunately gonna fall. Spooky in a 1v4. Can they get anything to go home? And they will get one for the road.
There.
But unfortunately, the Yoru will peek from the left where they aren't looking and make sure that they get all 5 kills in that round. Been tough going here for Montana, but they've kept at it. Despite not stringing rounds together, they are winning rounds. They're not getting shut out for long strings in a row, which is a good sign for future matches heading forward. They just need to work on a couple things, and I think a couple more of these rounds could easily go their way. Spooky looking to maybe be the first point of contact here. Or maybe Quicksand. Gonna smoke off one, shoot through the smokes. And gonna die through the smoke to Benamaro. We're gonna go back to Spooky, but they're already unfortunately dead. Rampage gonna take out Nita. And we're gonna go to Mr. Gigaberry here. Taking a page out of NMT's playbook by camping with a shotgun. Make them regret their oh, gonna jump, get spotted by Rampage, or is he just behind the wall? Gonna pick up the rifle. Gonna get pre-fired. Now he knows he's there. Oh, he teleported. Where the heck did he go? Interesting. Gigaberry gonna get one. Gonna check the... Unfortunately, not look at the right quarter. Gonna guess wrong. And, NMT gonna take a third round. And NMT BMing by using the Sage ult at the end of the round. Because they do not... Basically, it's a bit hard to describe, but they're, those... You have a really powerful ability. As you can see on the bottom here, above where it says X, there's 7 little boxes and 4 of them are filled. When it gets filled up...
Weapons hot.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. But,
You want to play? Let's play.
when the you know, it'd be really cool. When you get all those little pips filled, you get a really powerful ability, and NMT used theirs after the round was over, which they don't get that refunded. So they're saying, we don't need this ability to win against you because we think you're bad, which is really not cool. Kind of not cool whatsoever. Spooky gonna stick on the bomb, but unfortunately gonna fall. And I think that gun that Lonk 52 was using is a meme gun. Gigaberry going off though, gonna get 2, but lucky not to get the third. I really think
Match point.
NMT is maybe not taking this super seriously, and obviously they don't have. If they don't try as hard as they can, that's fine. But also using meme guns and using your ultimate abilities after the round is over is very unsportsmanlike and not very cool from them. Don't really know what really else to say. Just kind of disappointed in them. Gigaberry gonna take out one though, absolutely rolling that Sage that was BMing by using their ability. So just maybe a bit of bitter taste, not a bitter taste in their mouth, but a sweet taste in Gigaberry's mouth for maybe a little payback for him for the Sage acting like a toxic butthole. Quicksand gonna be getting flanked here. Spooky maybe gonna fall down, but no, they get around. Venomaro gonna fall. Gets a little too cocky for his own good and gets shot in the back. 4-2 to Montana. Quicksand gonna run into B site here.
Spike planted.
Oh, looking away at just the wrong time. Gigaberry gonna get one.
One enemy remaining.
And that's gonna be a win for Montana. They're gonna take another round, and good on them. NMT don't deserve to win. NMT deserve to have this as close to the game as possible because of their actions are maybe a little bit little bit cringe, honestly. Seems like NMT are gonna head over to A here. Gonna be who's 8? Spooky and Quicksand to defend. Maybe only Spooky, but I believe in them. They're gonna pull out the round of their lives and absolutely destroy NMT.
You want to fight it?
Oh, there's like a wall now across the entire map. That's pretty wacky. I don't know what's going on. Quicksand gonna get one though.
Spike planted.
So good signs for Montana initially.
Cover going out.
Quicksand gonna teleport somewhere. Gonna get some info and cancel their teleport. Gigaberry gonna get one. 4-on-3 for Montana.
Shadows.
Gonna throw a smoke or a flashback. I don't know. Gonna get shot from behind by Nightfall. No, Nog Sage defusing. They're missing on him.
One
but
enemy
unfortunately,
remaining.
Gigaberry sticking it. Gonna win the round for
Last player
Montana.
standing.
Absolute masterclass from Montana. These guys are trying to play a little BM and they're getting their behinds handed to them because of it. So deserved, I would say, honestly. 12-6. Honestly, 12-6. Even though NMT are close to winning the game, but 12-6 in favor of Montana, honestly. 7th Wildfire saying Sage ult can be used as an economy choice at the end of the round. I agree, but also they have been on very long winning streaks in the game, and I don't think their economy was in danger there. I really think they were just
Spike
doing
planted.
it to BM. I don't think it was... Oh, I'm missing all the action because I'm just... we're gonna go to Gigaberry here. 2-on-2 for Montana. Gonna pick up a rifle here.
One enemy remaining.
1-on-2 for Montana. I hate to say it, but looks a little rough here for NMT. And Montana gonna claim another round. NMT choking.
No fireworks today, I'm afraid.
How much trolling can NMT do before Montana makes a comeback?
No. A gift.
Looks like
That's not
NMT
ready.
are grouping up over towards A here. So we're gonna switch over to Spooky here. See what kind of damage they can wreak on NMT. They C1, I guess. NMT coming up, gonna get smoked off by Montana, but that's the fake one, gonna run through the smoke. Unfortunately, gonna shoot the fake clone and Montana on the site.
Spike planted.
But 2 quick kills from Montana. Nita and
You want to
Gigaberry
play?
bring it back
Let's
to
play.
a 3v4. Make that a 3v2. A 4v2, my mistake. Close situation here.
Found one.
One enemy
Very
remaining.
nice from Montana. Nita gonna stick the bomb. And nothing NMT can do about it. That's gonna be another Montana round on the board.
That shit he made.
They have built some absolutely terrifying momentum here. 3 or 4 in a row? 4 in a row for Montana against match point. I hesitate to say anything because caster curse and all that. I don't want to jinx it, but Montana playing fairly well in the past few rounds against this NMT offense. Looks like they're gonna try and go mid here. Quicksand up, sees one, and just gonna fall back.
Cover going out.
Throwing a smoke. Gonna get 2 through the smoke.
Spike down. B.
Quicksand absolutely opening the round up in favor of Montana. Quicksand with a 3K.
One enemy
4K
remaining.
on for the ace. 4 Quicksand. And Nightfall just gonna slink away. Gonna try and maybe get 1 or 2. Gonna peek now.
Ace.
And an ace for Quicksand. Montana is absolutely running riot these past few rounds. That BM for NMT does not seem to have been paying off for them. Montana kind of going sicko mode. Very well played for Montana. I'm very excited to see how the rest of this game is going to go. Looks like NMT is going to head over to C this round. Gigaberry here up on like a little cool teleporty place. Gonna get 1. Gonna see the other 2 for Montana. 5v3.
Spike down.
Kill
C.
my ally.
Oh, powerless.
Need backup.
And looks like NMT is gonna run away from C. See how long it takes Montana to figure that out. Maybe a questionable choice here to go B from NMT,
On my way.
as it's a very short walk from the C site to the B site. Quicksand gonna let his presence be known, and everyone fully aware where a lot of people are. Quicksand gonna drop the spike
Spike down,
and C in this little garage place,
Traveling.
which is a huge boon for Montana. 5v2 for Montana. So we have 4v2, 3v2.
30 seconds left.
Quicksand maybe going to let them sneak away with the bomb, which is unfortunate, but it does see them, so they know the spike is
One
gone.
enemy remaining.
Gigaberry going to take
Spike
them
down
out,
mid.
and it's a 1v3 for Dragon Mounts with 33 HP. Probably going to wait the 10 seconds for their self-heal to come back up again and heal themselves, but...
10 seconds
Or
left.
they're not. What a interesting play from them. And Montana with 10, 6 in a row now. Yeah, 6 in a row now for Montana. They are cruising. Very, very well played by Montana. I am exceedingly impressed by their play these past few rounds. They seem to have hit their rhythm, and this was the Montana I was talking about earlier in game 1, when I said once they get rolling, they can be a bit difficult to stop.
Don't overthink it. That's my job.
Looks like NMT gonna head over to
Next.
A again. They're gonna play their cards early, throw some smokes. So they do know that they're there. Spooky, I think, is 8. Gonna get 1, 2. Montana has just been getting back to back to back multi kills from their team. They've just been.
Spike planted.
Unfortunately, Nita gonna miss one there. Gigaberry back though. Gonna get a
Come back.
2v2 for Montana.
Last player standing.
But unfortunately, Gigaberry gonna get shot through the wall on the side of the head.
Initiated.
No Sage in a 1v2 does use the Killjoy ult. Gonna walk into the site.
One enemy
Gonna get
remaining.
1. But I think Spike time is about to run out. Not gonna be enough time to defuse this. And unfortunately, that's gonna be
Attackers win.
a loss in game 2 for Montana. But Montana really sticking it to them after all those questionable sportsmanship mid-game for Montana. So that's gonna be the end of the stream there. Unfortunately, it will be a 2-0 in this best of 3 against NMT Miners, but it's a respectable performance from Montana. They can be very proud of how they played, and especially to make a respectable attempt at a comeback with their backs up against the wall. If it was 10 rounds when they started to gain momentum like that, I think they could have very easily come back and win the match, but not dropping a single round to the end of the game is a very tall ask, unfortunately. And Montana fell 13-10 in game 2, and I think it was 13-6 or 13-7 in the first game. But I think that's going to be all from me here in my little glass prison cube. I'm sorry I couldn't bring you a win on stream here today, but that's about it from me. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah, I'm gonna go away. Adios.